thicker than the average, ain't no challenge that's immune. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Boy, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Yeah, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that, like that. Big stack, big stack in my bag. It's like that, like big stack in my bag. You know I'm getting to it, like that, like.
Came a long way, came a long way, came a long way, came a long way, been a long way, real long way, and it's still that way, still that way, still that way, still broad day, live that way, drill that way, came a long way, real long way, been a long way, real long way, and it's still that way, 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 still that way. Eastside Johnny, pull up with the mob, Bill John got it. Running from the bottom, blood on my hands, ain't no dirt on my body. Whip big body, block it a bill, real big problem. Whole lot of prize, that's something you don't know nothing about it. Still that way, you ain't built that way. I been more in pain, way to broad day. Really short fuse, son had a long day. Body like wow, like. Wait. You know I'm an Eastside, big TDs, never whole rep, that. Top dog since top ramen now, steak and lobster with a shrimp, big, put a ribbon on it, get you gift, rep, bet, that. Real never switch, that. Came a long way, came a long way, came a long way.
The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway.
Here's Isaiah Rodgers to return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb.
And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Eluding the pressure right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
They'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hill. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put your offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On first down, Fields. Oh, this one complete. It's Rashee Rice.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he's going to have the Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going.
Touchdown Falcons! Tyreek Hill from 19 yards away. And the Falcons are on the board first here in this division round matchup. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
Chad Ryland now to add the PAT.
It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away.
Hardman, he is not going to bring this out, so they will start the drive at the 25.
Now Williams throwing to start the drive. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
To throw on third down, Williams.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. They begin this drive with Chubb.
Credit the tackle to Juan Thornhill.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now 2nd and 5. Fields.
It's Hill, complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. He comes right back, and he's bringing it around.
Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
To throw is Fields.
And that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 4.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
Flush to his right.
Oh, that is incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. Look at the big man rumble. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, 57 yards. And the Falcons' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
The extra point by Ryland up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-7. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away.
Hardman will elect not to bring this out, and the football will be on the 25-yard line. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2.
They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10.
He finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
2nd and 6.
Ready, go.
Back to throw. Williams. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. They're going to leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well.
On the return, it's Rodgers. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And he's looking just to add to his totals. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Here's Fields. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Out of the gun, Fields.
Escaping the pressure right. There goes a deep ball, end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
And Chubb will try the middle here. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Chubb on 1st down, no room to roam as he struggles just to get back to the line of scrimmage. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
They snap it to Fields. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. Chubb will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Fields going to hold on to it.
And he gets in. Touchdown.
Justin Fields
Scoring on the 2-yard keeper.
And the Falcons continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. An extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And that makes the score 21-0. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away.
And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons.
Rasheed Rice.
25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Falcons are able to add on to their first half lead. 9 touchdowns for the rookie of the regular season, and he's got his first here in the playoffs.
And we know the guys on the other side of the field were hoping that he would be intimidated by playing in the postseason, but they can just let that go because he's as confident as they come. And I know that he believes that that's the first of many playoff touchdowns that he's going to have as his career progresses.
And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. And the Washington offense heading out. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
18 more yards there and another first down.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Williams now on 1st and 10. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Mecole Hardman
from 13 yards out.
And the Commanders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. Boswell now. After the touchdown.
Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. And the Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. That's laid out deep for Rice.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
He's going to let it go again. He's got it in, complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And that's going to be incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Flushed out right. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Fields on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown! Kyle Pitts
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Falcons would extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Extra point by Ryan, up and good.
And a rout is on here in this first half.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Taken at the goal line. Powering his way forward.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half.
So we've come upon halftime here.
Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Hardman going to bring it out of the end.
And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Now Ryland for the PAT.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So not only the cough, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Washington offense set to take over. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Williams' throw caught by his receiver, Hill.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
A give up the middle to Singletary. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Gain of 14. First down, Washington.
They go right back to Singletary. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Cameron Hayward getting upfield to make the stop.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Williams. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send him back to the drawing board.
Here's Williams on third down. Now they go screen. It's complete. He's across midfield, and he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Washington. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this...
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. 79 yards. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Now Arthur Smith going to tell the offense to stay put. We're going for 2.
Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful.
I think this is just going to be a picture of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. And sometimes has a way of catching up with you.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Operating from the gun, Williams. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And this drive was almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
Gets past one man, and he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
From the 50, here's Fields.
Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Now Fields.
They'll roll him out right. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it.
On 1st down, it's Fields.
Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. Here's Fields. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Touchdown, Falcons! A great play there. With now his second touchdown of this third quarter. And the Falcons get another third quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Someone's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Commanders' offense returning to the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the counter, this is Singletary. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
Cup 19. Cup 19. Ready.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 38-yard line.
First down.
Alert. Alert. Check. Panther. Bronco switch. Hey. Unlock line.
Looking to throw. Williams. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
First down, Washington.
Back to throw. Williams. He's got it. Touchdown, Washington. Taysom Hill. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point put through by Boswell as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And they have made this look easy. I mean, there's not supposed to be anything easy about the NFL playoffs, but this lead, yes, they're at home, but this has been impressive.
And we hear all the time when upsets happen, teams go on the road, that maybe home field advantage isn't all it's cracked up to be. But you and I both know the reality is teams really fight hard to get it. Why? You don't ever have to change routine. Everything's familiar going into the game. It makes things easier, and that has paid off for them in a big way in this contest.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Fields now to throw.
That'll be caught by Rice. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. Fields throwing again.
Escaping the pressure right.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should have
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. That is caught, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. Fields on 1st down. Short throw caught by Pitts.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Meanwhile, Fields throw into the hands of Pitts here.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And he is going to lose yardage here. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb.
And he is not going anywhere. He will not even get back to the line of scrimmage as the clock will stop at the 2-minute warning.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
So a big decision there to go on 4th down. Gets him not only the first, but gets him the touchdown as well.
And Brandon, you and I know that all these coaches tell us if every play is executed the way it's designed, it goes for a touchdown. But let's be honest. They were shooting for the first down on that one. And boy, were they fortunate to take it all the way in.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
looking to throw. Williams. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. Williams on first down. Again, he finds Moore. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. They'll look to throw again.
Diggs crossing the field and bringing it in.
Touchdown! Stephon Diggs. 45 yards.
And the Commanders are able to claw one back.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And that flag accepted.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Atlanta now coming out on the field.
And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
The Falcons are moving on. Congratulations to them. Thanks for watching, and so long, everybody.
Stand up. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay, run it like relay, bro. You ain't got it like this. In my part C straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Captain's armband, I'm making key plays. When I'm doing shows, gotta get all prepaid. What you I'm on it, break, no side, no about these ways. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Starboy excellence. Them other guys irrelevant. They all on. Zoe Kravitz half white, half melanin. Baby face and a white gold tooth cap. I treat the waiter nice, she love that. I mix the blueberry pie. It's not what I wear, it's how I rock that. If I can buy that twice, I'll cop that. Sweet 110, spot that, chop that. Tryna lock me, I can tell her it's not that. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay, run it like relay, bro. You ain't got it like this. In my part C straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. I'm a #1 like you say. Used to kick ball on the estate back then. T90s with the Levi's matching. Rips in the denim, that's classic. These beats get wrapped like Futamaki, that's a sushi roll. I'm a young CEO, gotta do as you're told. Gotta act your stat, gotta play your role. I was OT, all shutting down shows from A to B, long way to go. About time they know about me. Hello, the jiggle and clap, jello. I've been on top, where they at? Below, presidential flow, Marilyn Monroe. I got pounds, got euros, stacking them both. I'll split. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay, run it like relay, bro. You ain't got it like this. In my part C straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Captain's armband, I'm making key plays. When I'm doing shows, gotta get all prepaid. What you I'm on it, break, no side, no about these ways. I gotta let my skin fade
It's like I've been smooth for so long, I'm trying to get rough. Buffing my nails, dog, I'm trying to get buff. Shaping my beard up, I'm liking the scruff. The hills, cause I'm living my life in the cut. Can't imagine that I'm gonna meet my wife in the club. We gon' see though, I feel like she more of a CEO. Or maybe she doing volunteer work in Rio. It's not like I need her, but I would love to meet her. Another day, another dollar, another phone with another feature. I don't play goalie, but I'm my brother's keeper. Surrounded by family, I'm not with other people. They say I got my pop's demeanor and mother's features. The garden's still private as ever. The gang thriving together. Your boys striving to be the most dominant ever. The hardest white boy since the one who rapped about vomiting sweaters and holding comments. Cause I promise you I'm honestly better than whoever came to your head right then. They ain't cut from the same thread like him. They don't study doing work to get ahead like him. They don't toss and turn in the bed like him. Cause they don't love it. 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 I've been laid back so long, I'm trying to get turned. Searching my name, dog, that's how you get hurt. Being likable, I'm trying to be unbreakable. I just realized that this whole game is takeable if I want it. And I do, yes, I want it. I don't care how you feel about it. I do what I want it. I used to look up to the people that I'm moving in front of. It's not that crazy anymore. My city used to a come up. Bryce and Jack G. James is up next. The rest is up to me. These lames is upset. My peers get upstage. The fans are obsessed. My city is upcoming. His people are oppressed. And I'm gonna change things. I'm up at Carmichael's trying to get on the same page. I heard about the rapper that you claim was a mainstay. They had a nice run, but they never gonna maintain because they don't love it. 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 They don't love it.
A trip to Las Vegas for Super Bowl 58. Not a bad prize as we are underway in the NFC Championship game.
So out come the Bucs now for their first drive.
And they'll be led out by one of the brightest young stars in the NFL, a fourth-year pro out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback. And he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. This is Mixon on the draw. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because what it has them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mixing up the middle. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Herbert dumps it off to Mixon. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And that is incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they were... establish a little momentum right away, but now bringing up a 4th down. An empty possession, not what they were seeking.
Watch out for Hill on the return. A nice return that time of about 13 yards. And it will be Falcon football.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time.
They'll be led out by a man who nearly broke the single-season rushing record for quarterbacks last season. A true dual threat out of Ohio State, Justin Fields.
Coming out of Ohio State, one of the top prospects in the NFL draft, and it was so big that they moved up in the draft to get him, to make sure that they had him. And boys, he got the full package. Loves the game, big-time arm, 4.4 speed, so good that another quarterback prospect said to him, "What's it feel like to run 4.4? Everybody wants to be that fast."
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in. They just got to throw this one away.
Throwing on third down, Fields. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
They're going to get a timeout as they deal with an injured player, and it's Tyreek Hill who is the man that's in some discomfort right now. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Fields. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell.
They'll go for a gain of 7, and it's second down.
I always laugh when people say, "What's the toughest route to defend?" And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Here's Chubb on the read option. And Chubb fighting, but nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped short of that first down marker.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
On 4th down, here's the option. Fields hit and the ball is loose.
And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery. But on 4th down, a change of possession anyway. Now on 1st and goal, a chance to get a leg up in this NFC title game.
From the gun, here's Fields.
Eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They go up the middle with Chubb. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. We're scoreless after 1. Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football, as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. Fields going to hold on to it. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Nick Chubb, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons have struck first in this NFC title game.
So both sides of the football contributing here early. Their defense forces the punt, and then the offense takes it down the field and punches it in on the short touchdown run.
And Brandon, that's good complementary football, and that's what they're going to need if they want to get out of here victorious.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away.
And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive.
They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
From the gun, Herbert on third down.
Of 8, and it also brings up 4th. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A nice little juke. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And it will be first.
Take over.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense.
They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind to, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
A good pick up there, 20 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 41 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. To throw is Fields. And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it. And it'll be second down. Here's Fields. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Buccaneers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Mixon with a first down carry. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Back to throw here, Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 33. Here's Herbert to Mixon on the check down. Call it no gain there on the first down play.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
On second down, here's Mixon. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Here's Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now it's Herbert. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Now Herbert, third and goal. Throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. The third down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage. The Folks' kick is good. So a conservative decision there, but it does put them on the board.
And I know the players hate it, the coaches hate it, but sometimes you just got to take the points when they're there. Sometimes a field goal is pretty darn good.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Going for the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
A final shot before the break. Fields. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Falcons offense ready to get going to begin this third quarter. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, Go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43.
59 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. From the 43, it's 2nd and 3.
They run it again with Chubb. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Let's face it, when you have a guy who can pick up those types of runs and keep the chains moving or stay ahead of the chains, you're making everyone else on offense happy because you're opening things up to allow for a whole lot of different play calls.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
Here's Fields.
Rolling to his right.
Open man is Atwell, complete.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
That's a big league job there, getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up first and goal.
A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 on the play. It's third
3rd and goal from the 6.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Falcons take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away.
Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a quick possession game.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Herbert. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass.
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with during a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. You see the numbers, all those carries. If you get that many carries in the drive, you better finish it with a touchdown, and he did.
Yeah, and deservedly so, right? Because we've seen times like the Carolina Panthers, sometimes Jonathan Skirta carry the ball all the way down, and then Cam is such a great goal line runner, he'll carry it in. But in this case, though, that didn't happen. The fellow lugging the load, he's the one who got to reap the reward.
Yeah, there was no touchdown vulture here. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the fourth. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal? They'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball.
99 yards rushing now for Chubb, and a first down as well. Fields going to keep it running right.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Justin Fields
taking it in from 11 yards out.
And the Falcons are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now. Just a 4-play drive that time.
And it was all capped off by the Justin Fields touchdown run. He took it in himself.
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away.
Berrios now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run. One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Myers. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
2nd and a couple.
Herbert now. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. To the air again, Herbert. Caught up. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Falcons grab it.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Slowing down this big in the fourth.
It's an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb.
And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think his big boys up front, that offensive line, they've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now it's Fields. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. On 2nd down, here's the option.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Holding offense.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Sam Martin now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
And their backs really against the wall now. And we knew how tough it would be for them. You're coming on the road, NFC title game, crazy environment, and certainly just not looking good here in the 4th.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. On first down, Justin Herbert over the middle, complete. It's Myers. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th.
Herbert on first down now. Open man, that's Renfro.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Herbert throwing again. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Here's Herbert now on second down. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Herbert. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And that may do it for this NFC title game. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you can bet that they are starting to sense it now, that George Halas trophy nearly theirs. Their spot as NFC champions, oh so close as they try to finish this one off. And they get to hoist the Halas trophy. Unbelievable victory, moving on to the Super Bowl.
I only hope that these players understand exactly who is behind that trophy. George S. Halas, one of the creators of this great game of football of ours and creator of the NFL. What an amazing feeling and an amazing accomplishment.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.